I'm here today with a young horse, a 2-year-old, and this is probably going to be about his 5th ride. I would have got the first ride, but my videographer wasn't here yet. So Megan's here, so we're filming now. So you're going to kind of get from the 5th on, and I'm going to do a lot of the same work I would do from the very first day. Establishing what? A foundation of trust, a respect, a confidence, a foundation of flexibility, position, control. So this little horse here, nice horse, and came up 4-6's ranch, gelding, owned by a really good friend of mine, somebody I really respect and admire and love, and his name's Red Stegall. So Red, this one's for you. So this horse here, he calls him Little Joe. So let's just get it started. So I got Little Joe really, again, I feel like I'm making big progress on the 5th ride by now. So I'm going to send Little Joe off here, right here. Send him. And I just want to see his demeanor today, his expression today, how he's shaping up today. So I just got him out of the corral right there. And again, you see just a little bit sassy. I like to count how many times I go around. So that's 1. And if he looks fresh or something, I send him a little more. 2. And what I'm doing, I'm watching those eyes, those ears, tilt of the head, body position, expression, licking their lips, whoa, blinking their eyes. And again, I've been working on this horse, turning and coming to me since day 1. It's about gaining the confidence, not destroying it, not being in a rush, not being in a hurry. I think if I had to teach you one thing, it'd be to be patient and slow everything down. See, again, I got his eye. He's got his, what, when I walk in and he looks at me, I might stop and back up. Got him looking. Now I'm gonna move in. I already know which direction I want him to move, so I gotta get prepared and positioned to send him to my right. Here, so I come in, there. And just as he goes, I just step over. I don't have to jump over like a wildcat and scare him. Use my angles, watch my drive line. That's really important right there. Those 2 words I just mentioned. So I just move him around a little bit. Check him out today. See what he's gonna step over? I'm gonna just get over here, boom. Here, when he wants to get sassy, I can put him to work by what? By just simply sort of cutting this ring in half. Here, step over, step. Right here, boom, step over, step that horse, boom, step, there. And what am I doing? Simply making the wrong thing difficult, right thing easy. Well, that'll take the air out of you. All right, I'm gonna walk in a way that allows this horse to stay put, earning his attention. And one reason we want them to look at us is we can't train them if we don't have their attention. So I just offered up nice, not in a hurry to halter him, in a hurry to get him prepared to be haltered. Here, so slow those hands down. I don't mind him nuzzling me a little bit. Capture him real soft. Get that halter in good position, just like so, and fix it up. A good halter and lead are really important. Just because it's rope doesn't make it good. It needs to fit that horse. And then enough lead line where you can do your rope. So instead of just sending him off here, I'm gonna kind of walk in here, sort of pet on my horse here. Pet on my horse. Put my hands on him. I don't think you can put your hands on these horses enough or too much. I walk slow and easy, but not slow and to where I'm spooky, like I'm gonna pounce on him or something. Touching him where that cinch is gonna go, rubbing him all over. I've been working right down on those legs every day. He's got all his weight on his right front right now. He'd have to shift his weight, like weight on him. In the beginning, that's all I probably need right there. Just get him to give me that foot. Doesn't have to be perfect in the beginning. Noticing the changes, noticing the tries. The smallest change, slightest try. Just make a little pressure, and as he picks that foot up, that's probably a good start right there. Picks that foot up, wait on him, give it back. Had to just make it easy for him to do the right thing. So one thing, there's more than one way to do things the right way. There are a lot of different things I could be doing right now, but I think I'll just come in here and let's touch this horse and just I like him moving forward. Been working on him going forward. Those front feet stepping forward. And I'm just rounding him out. Watching his angle. Here. Watching those feet. And push that hip over. Here. Step him this way. Step him this way. Let him move off a little bit. I can touch him with that rope. Get him where he can carry that rope. Here. Watching it. This is a gesture, a signal to disengage that hip. Step over into position and send him. See, he wants to present me with those hindquarters all the time. I want to be careful about that. I like to swing that rope in their eye. I like to reach out and touch them with the rope. Now watch, I let him run into his own. Whoa. And I say, whoa. Good. Let this horse think. And I've been working on getting him gentle about things moving around him. Moving around him. Touch him up. Let him feel that. Let him see that. Here. I'm going to come in, pet on this horse. Rub on this horse. One thing I do a lot of when my colt's starting is bending and flexing. I want when somebody else comes in behind me, they go, man, that guy did a good job. That horse is soft. Pretty soon I'll get where I create a little pressure here and a little pressure down. And as he releases, as he drops that head, I turn loose of it. I turn loose of it here. I can use my rope in a lot of different ways here. Touching with his legs here. Touch him right up there where that cinch is going to go. I could pick up a foot like that if I wanted. Touch him underneath. Touch him across. Shorten my rope where I can control that nose. Because if I could control that nose, then I could control that hip. Let that rope touch him up over there. Watch, I'm going to let this rope touch him under his belly. Then come up and swing up. And I got that rope. Here, I can snug it up like a cinch. I can do it like a back cinch. I got to get ready. I'm going to throw it around his hocks, real soft. Get him used to that. Get him used to that. I'm going to capture one foot. My timing has to be good, so I'm going to drop it down and capture one foot here. I'm going to wait for him to stop, so I'm going to say, whoa. Here, touch him up. Touch him up. Here, get that rope where I can get it up nice and right over that hock right there. Went over that hock. I'm going to bring him around so you can see what I'm doing here. A lot of times I like to take this rope, touch him, because that's exactly where my leg's going to touch him. And if he felt like he needed, first time I did this, he just walked and walked. First time I put it around his legs, he kind of boogered, and I worked with him to let him figure out that it wasn't going to scare him. Remember, sometimes they have to get scared to realize they don't need to be scared. I'm going to take my rope now and ask to set it up for this horse to follow a field to his right, As he steps right, I'm going to step right in there with him. Step right in there with him. Step right in there with him. Good, beautiful, nice. Liked it. Here, I'm going to work the other way, get him used to seeing things. Step in there in a way that allows him to stay. Prepare in position. Here, let him run into his own. And I'm going to step in that pocket as he's coming to his left. I just help him to round out. That's a really good start, and we're going to continue to keep on moving. Working with this 2-year-old that I've probably worked, this is probably the 5th time I've worked this horse, and we're getting started here, just being soft, rounding out, working both directions, touching them all over, using the rope, bending them around. A lot of good things going on. And right now I'm going to go to my flag, and you can see this horse really seems quiet right now. Guys, I never take anything for granted. I stay relaxed but alert. And again, this horse has a lot more life than you think. The first few days, I really had to work hard. I wish we did have that on tape. But again, our camera person is here now, and we're going to just continue on. But everything you see me doing really is good for any horse, any age. When I use the flag, guys, I don't come up and just start waving it around and shaking it at a horse. I put it up like this. I introduce it to my horse. And I did this the first session with this horse. I had to start slow. Just use it just like my hand. Just rub that horse, let him see it, let him hear it, let him feel it, smell it, the whole darn thing. And again, one thing I do when I'm working horses is, man, I've really learned to just take my time. Never in a rush, never in a hurry, guys. I'm on horse time. I'm not on human time. So I start my flag back here, and as we know, horses like rhythm. Look at that rhythm. 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice rhythm. Stop. Pet my horse. What did I tell you? You can't touch him enough. Can't pet him enough. In my opinion, a horse truly, he really knows if you like him. He knows if you don't. He's going to know if you're scared of him. So again, try to work with confidence. Take your time. So again, I got my horse pretty good. Pretty soon, again, he presented me right there with that right eye. So I just kind of go with it. Here. I touch that horse. Watch his ears. You can see him right, kind of watching that flag here. So I'm not shaking it now. I take it away. I bring it up. If I need to, I take it away. And pretty soon I get to where he's not afraid of it. I want you to watch my right hand. I'm holding it like a bridle rein. So just little small corrections. And pretty soon, look, he finds a little stop. When he finds a stop, that's when I take it away. If you take it away when he's just going from it, he says, oh, I see. But now, by the same time, use common sense. If he was just in a panic or something, sure, I'd take it away. You can always start again. So watch how I take my flag to get over to the other side. Here. I'm going to bring it up. I don't stand in front of my horse and wonder why I get run over. So here, touch him here. And pretty soon, I'm doing a little bit more. And I'm doing just a little bit more. Touching my horse. This is what I call painting my horse. Up and down on his body. Right and left on his legs. Here, I like to touch it where my feet are going to go. Here, get him used to that. And watch how I change directions. My flag is over to the right. I switch it to my left hand. Here, but it's still over to the right. Watch me push those hips over and push them over. And step over and send that shoulder and drive that horse the other way. Bring that flag up. Small corrections with my hand. I don't want him bracing or pulling on me. Here, don't teach him to pull on you. Here. See, they got a lot more life now. Switch hands, and push that hip and step him over. Good. Well, I like the way this horse rocks off that hind end. Shows some good natural there. Touch him up here. Push that hip, send him over. Touch him. Push that hip. When he relaxes, when he moves off soft, I'm going to quit doing that. Watch, I'm going to say, whoa. There. Whoa. Beautiful. Let him think. One thing I'm going to tell you right now, really important, that you put these little stops, these little pauses, these little recesses. To me, that's when a horse thinks, it's when he gentles, and that's when he learns. Even step away and take that pressure and let him think about what just happened right there. And when I walk in, got my flag in a way where I won't disturb him, control my rope so I can control his nose so he can't turn and kick me. Just pet that horse. Pet that horse. Can't pet him enough. Just touch him up. Not going to harm you. Your most important job is let him figure out that you're not going to hurt him. Take the fear out of that horse. Really important right there. Really important. Good. Nice. I think I'm going to get over on that other side here. Watch how I just throw that tail on the ground sometimes. Just get it out of my way. Here. You're all right. Not going to harm you. Good. All right, I'm going to put my flag down. And I'm starting to introduce the snaffle bit to this horse, and I'm going to show you just a really good method, an old method, sort of the vaquero style, just introducing the bit. So I'm going to just let this horse carry the bit while we're working here. So it's on a real thin headstall, no reins, no curb strap, simple ring snaffle where he can mouth it and lick it and learn to just carry that bit without anybody pulling on it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come here, watch, and I'm going to take that thing right up under that halter here and put that bit behind his jaw, just like that. Watch, I'm going to reach between his ears. I'm going to put my thumb between that ring. I've been touching his mouth, been putting my fingers in his mouth all the last 4 days, getting this horse ready. Watch, now I'm not going to try to force that bit in his mouth. Just wait on him. He doesn't know. Just hang in there. Don't force it. Just wait. Just wait. You start grinding and forcing it against his teeth, you're going to make him head shy. Look how that ended up soft. Cup, watch that ear. Cup that ear. Gentle. Cup that ear. Do it with respect. And look at him mouth that bit. He's like, man, what in the world is that? And they're just, yeah, I could lift it, but it's okay. I could pick it up one notch if I wanted, but it's okay. So when I work him now, he's going to learn to carry that bit. But look at him, mouth that bit. He's just like you and me. I'll put something in your mouth. You're either going to chew it, swallow it, or try to spit it out. And so when he can't do any of those, he'll figure out that he can carry it. But this is so much better than just putting the bit in his mouth and all of a sudden start pulling on it like that. So to me, see here, I could send this horse, send him now while he's carrying that bit. Send him. He's getting quiet. I really like that, which again says we're doing a good job with this horse. Here, watch him just feel that softness. And I don't pull on him, I just guide him into that turn. Ooh, soft. Be soft. See if you could see how little it took to get this horse to respond, not how much. Be an efficiency expert. All right, more next time. Well, we got our horse, little Joe, here, about the 5th time I've worked him, and we're just going slow, getting him ready, getting him prepared again for the saddle. You know, the first couple of times that I worked this horse, like here on the ranch, we're probably riding about 6 young horses, 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds, and instead of starting with the saddle, we always start with a bareback pad here. Let them wear that, and they usually buck with that pad because horses buck when you squeeze them. You know, their instinct is to get rid of it. So he's done that a few times, and I think he's good. I think we're ready just to go to the saddle. But man, that's a dang good piece of equipment for colt starting right there. So I'm gonna go to my over here and get my saddle pad. And remember, anything I use on this horse, I want to introduce it to him first. I think if I was smart, I'd go over here and get my saddle. I'll get my saddle, bring it on over here. Now, a lot of people want to ask me, did you ride him the first time? Yeah, I did. This horse, I actually got on him the first day I started him, which had been 4 days ago. And but again, I took my time. I was careful, and I listened to my horse, and I tried to do a really great job of preparing him for that first ride. Just because I rode him the first ride doesn't mean the next one I might not feel like he's ready on the first time. So it just depends on the horse, the situation, and the circumstance. So I show him that pad. I don't hide it from him. I just put it off and on. If he couldn't tolerate that, I'd work with him in a way that got him to where he could tolerate it. But I spent a lot of time just putting these saddles on these horses just like that. Put it on up there. Now, so like I say, this is the 5th ride. I probably picked this horse up 6 days ago. That was the first time I ever saw him. And here we go. And it took me a little while to trailer load this pony. and he wanted to really go against pressure. And all the time, one thing we're teaching these horses is give and yield the pressure. Give and yield the pressure. I don't care if it's with your hands or your bits or your legs or your reins or your spurs, lead rope on the ground, on the back. As he gives, I give. As he yields, I yield. And as he softens, I soften as well. So right there, I'm not necessarily trying to stop this horse right there. And he needs to walk a little bit. Sometimes they can get impatient. So I'm going to go to my saddle now. Whoa, whoa. A lot of y'all seen me do this a lot of times. See, I hold my saddle just like so. Check it out. That way I'm going to be able to swing this thing up. Here, whoa, whoa. I got another hand. See, he wants to crowd into me a little bit. Whoa. Whoa, you're okay. You're going to be okay. I just set it right up on his back. Again, this will probably be the 5th day now. Right here. Beautiful. I want to make that saddle sure is really good. Sitting just right. And this is when it pays to have been working. Like when this horse walks, as long as he's, I might move that saddle. I can feel that a little bit. Here, I just got off a different horse with this saddle, so I'm going to have to take this up. Always make sure your equipment fits your horse. Really, really important. Same with my back cinch. Good. Nice. Real good. I'll go to that other side now. See, I can see if I could just softly, he wants to bite me a little bit, and that's just typical young horse. I'm in kind of a ticklish situation here, so I'm not going to make a big correction on that here. I don't want that saddle hitting the ground. Watch how I lean forward to get that cinch. Ooh. I'm going to take my tie strap down now. I'm not in a hurry, but I don't want to be too slow either, because he can get impatient and restless, and he's going to want to lead. I'm going to take this thing around a time or two and just lift on it, release. Pressure, release. Prepare, release. Then I'm going to take it around. Start getting ready. Don't just snatch it up real fast and wonder why he starts bucking. Be careful here. They can go right past you and kick you in the belly now. Go to my back cinch. Hadn't even tightened up my front cinch just a little bit. I don't want this back cinch tight. I just want it there. Watch, I'm going to put some pressure here to help him stay put. Wait, I'm not in a hurry. And that doesn't have to be tight, it needs to be snug. So it'll stay put. See, he's not used to that pressure. He might need to buck. I got it on him, so I'm not worried. Let him move his feet. He felt like he needed to move his feet right there. That was important to that horse. Let him go. I'm not going to fight with this horse. I'm not going to make him do anything. I'm going to let him use his self-preservation. In other words, let him go to realize he doesn't need to go. And again, if he was maybe bucking violently, I might try to bend him to a stop. I'm going to bend him to a stop in a minute anyway. See, and he's thinking about stopping right there. You fight with him, you're going to get a fight. Stay away from that. I'm just going to come in easy and finish up. Real good. Good, that was good. Snug it up, tie it off. Quick, but not in a hurry. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to just get that on. I'm going to peel this halter off. But I want to be careful. A lot of times you have been having them come to you, and sometimes they might start bucking, want to go right over you. So I want to be careful here. Careful. Good. I'm going to get my flag over here where I can protect myself a little bit. Good. Let him wear that saddle. You can see that hump in his back. You can see that kink in his tail. Look at that daylight up underneath that saddle pad. And he just needs to work that out. But if you try to keep him, I see a lot of people that'll say, I never let him buck. But sometimes they have to buck to realize they don't need to buck. Guys, sometimes they have to get scared to realize they don't need to be scared. I don't try to take that away. I'd like to just soon get that out of the way. See him get a little nervous, a little scared. I'm not just wild in here. Watch me. Now give him a little cue, and let's just step right into his eye. Let him find a stopping spot. I don't want him just go and go and go and go until he finally gets tired. He could get hot, then he gets mad. So just enough to kind of wear that saddle. And let him figure out that what? I'm not going to hurt him. It's not going to hurt him, see? Working with the horse, not against the horse. Take your time. What are we doing now? What did I tell you about how important these little stops and these little recesses are? Man, that's a big deal, that horse. This is where he's going to think. It's where he's going to gentle up. Where he's going to figure out everything's A-okay. There, he wants to come to me now. I like it, but yet I'm on my toes. Relax but alert. You know, paying attention. Pet my horse. I'm going to step back into position to send him the other way. Send him the other way. I'll see how little it takes. Step over in this eye. Good. And just watch my angles. Watch my drive lines. See, he's in a bit of a hurry. This horse has a little bit of go right here. Now he's correct on his feet. Watch him. We're looking for him to start wiggling his ears. Get that level top line right there. Well, let's see if he can find a stopping spot. No, well, listen, I'm going to talk to him. Easy. Woo. Woo. See if we can get him to use that right eye a little bit. Woo. There he rounds out to his right. We set that up, trying to make the thing that we want him to do be the easiest thing that he can do. All right, more on the next session. Rocking and rolling here with little Joe, and in his 5th session in the round pen, and we're just going through everything. And now I'm not doing one thing different than I'd do different if that camera wasn't here. I don't do that. I always work as if there was 1,000 people watching me. I always work as if Tom Dorrance or Ray Hunt was sitting right there. And so again, I want to be true to myself and true to this horse. So got the horse carrying the saddle, softening up, took our time saddling. So I'm going to go back to the halter right now and do some work. The work that I want to do is what I call working the saddle. Now that I got the saddle up on his back. So I take my time. I'm aware that he could booger, spook, and so I want to be, you know, really kind of on my toes, but at the same time relaxed. And the way I've always put it is relax but alert, say. Relax but alert. So just ease on over here, so. Okay. All right. Now, again, there's a lot of different ways I could start right here. And see, anytime you get a little knot there, get that out. Get that out. Take care of yourself. Take care of your horse. So I'm going to just work kind of in close and on the lead line. We've been at liberty now. So again, I just position up and allow him to move. See, he's still pretty frisky with that saddle. Watch me just get that flag behind me. Watch, I'm going to start reeling him up with little soft touches until he finally disengages. In other words, we're bending him to disengage the hip. You always bend your horse to engage or disengage those feet. You might think about that one. That's why I bend the horse, to engage or disengage the feet. Right there. Let him stop and think. Let him relax a minute. What are you in such a hurry for? I got nothing else to do but just do a good job with this horse. That's my job. Here. See? All right, I'm going to ease it off again. Watch me just position up, set things up. Stepping over to my right so he could travel the correct direction there. There he gets a little spooky. Watch this. I'm going to bend him to a stop, and then I'm going to put a little pressure on him. here. Now I'm going to bring him back real soft. Real soft. Bring him back. In other words, he needs to get used to what? He needs to get used to some loud noises, woo, and some fast movements. Woo. Bring him back soft. Watch, I'm not jerking his head off. Here, here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. Whoa, whoa, good. Whoa. Look at he wanted to go, but he was thinking, maybe I could stay put. Maybe I could tolerate that. So again, I'm trying to help him to figure out that, hey, that's okay. Man, I don't want to get on a horse when he's still boogering from the littlest thing. Right there, so watch. Watch me work now. I'm going to get rid of that fly. I'm going to do some of the same work, but I'm not in a hurry. Let's put a little pause in here. Pat him up, rub him up, handle that saddle a little bit, bump him, touch him all over. Here, here, here. Not trying to scare him, trying to get him where he quit being scared. I want him to go now. Go, 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 go. Now watch. Let's do that bend, step in, and good. Watch for the change. Watch for the change. He's kind of trying to put me over in that left eye. Here, here, here. Good. Good boy. Good. Now I'm going to work that saddle. He's a breathing. I'm a breathing. Both working hard. Here. Well, let's let him move his feet now. It's different when he's moving his feet. Here. Now I'm working that saddle. Bumping that stirrup leather. Let it hit him. Touch him. Touch him. Touch him. Touch him. Good. Good. Now I'm going to stop right here. Flex that horse. Flex. Wait. Good. Good. We'll work that other side. You don't have to work so hard. He says, I need to. I said, I know, I'll let you move if you need to move. Do not take away his self-preservation. Don't do that to him. Too important to him. Let him use it to realize he doesn't need to use it. Here. Good. Good spot to just snug that up. Pinch. Just a pinch. Took it up one hole. Good. 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 Feels soft there. Let's work that saddle on this side now. Good. 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 Sometimes I'll grab that tail and gentle them up. Where do I want this horse gentle? From the first whisker in his nose to the last hair in his tail. You better not forget any of them. Here, getting him ready, getting him prepared. See how close his feet are together? I wouldn't try to get on him like that. I'd rock him, spread those feet out, yeah, like that. Now look at me. I'm not getting on this horse, I'm getting him ready to get on. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to shorten my little lead line here and only put the toe of my boot in that stirrup. I don't stick my whole foot in there and wonder why I get drug off. Here, I might get bucked off, but I try not to get drug off. Here. Touch him up. I want to be ready if he leaves. Just step down. Good. Everything I do on one side, trying to do it on the other. All right, getting closer all the time, and when y'all come back, we'll start another segment. Well, we're back with little Joe, and you know, it looks like really I've done a lot, and I have, but shoot, you know, considering this is the 5th time, it hasn't taken that long, and I'm glad to do it. because I want to lay down that incredibly good foundation that he can rely on for a lifetime. So I'm kind of ready to go to the bit. This will be the first time he's actually rode with the bit. I had him carrying the bit. So let's see if we can make a change here. So I'm going to try to get this off. And again, I'm just going to slide that down, just kind of go around his neck a little bit. I got something maybe, possibly to hang on to. I'm going to put this rein right over here. I'm preparing, since again, he hadn't really, not real familiar with the bit, but watch when I take this bit off. I think this is so important. Quit yanking it out of his mouth. I'm going to be really slow about this and just let him spit it out. I'm almost going to, as he opens his mouth, I'm almost going to just lift it out of his mouth. Look, he's still hanging on to it. Beautiful. Why would you yank it out of his mouth when you've been spending all the time teaching him to carry it? That's what'll make your horse's head shine hard to bridle. Watch, I'm going to do the same thing. Put the bit behind his mouth, put my hand between his ears. I'm going to put my thumb, touch him here, and just wait. Rub his tongue when he opens his little mouth. Wait, wait. He hasn't opened it yet. His teeth are clenched. There. All I had to do is lift with my right hand. Cup that ear, cup this one. And I got it. I just got through adjusting this bit. I just took it off another horse and I got it just about right. I think I'm going to check it. Make sure I like it. Getting this throat latch. Snaffle bit. This is a Craig Cameron Smart bit. It has rollers in it. The horses, they love this bit. And it doesn't make a point here. So, and they really get along with it good. And it's fitting right in the corners. This throat latch, all it's going to do is keep him from shaking it off. I'll get rid of my halter right here. And look at him mouthing that bit. He's like, man. And that one's going to feel a little different than the one I was putting in his mouth earlier. And so he's getting used to a lot of good things here. Here. Oh, yeah. Nice. See, watch, I could introduce this bit. And I'm going to, when you work these colts, man, this is ultra important. One rein at a time. Quit that pulling on two reins. So I just like I did the halter, just lead out, and whoa, that was good. Lead out. I'm gonna wait for him to bring those feet. And watch little bumps, bump, bump as I need it. And man, I'm gonna be really important to him that I'm ultra light with my hands, especially in the beginning. Only as much as I need to. Here, good. Look how little, man, that's from doing the same thing with the halter. Same deal. Here, here, good, good. Lead him around, lead him around. Little guiding touches, not bad. All right, I like what he's doing. Now, I ground drove this colt with a halter and with a side pull. And this will be the first time he's carrying the bit. Okay? So just let him kind of put that on right there. Good. I'm just going to walk off and put this stuff up, and I'm going to think about going on riding this horse. He seems quiet. See how this horse is kind of with me? And again, that's an understanding. That's a trust. Set it up. Fix it up. Well, wherever you are, that's where that horse wants to be. And that's what I try to do with every horse at every age. Now, I'm not in a hurry here now. Not going to make anything happen. I'm going to recheck my cinch. It's nice and snug here. And watch. Just the toe of that boot's going to go into that stirrup. Don't stick your whole foot in there and get trapped when he boogers off. Guys, this horse looks nice, I know, but remember, anything can happen. He might get scared and then do what he thinks he needs to do, which might be to buck or kick or bite or paw or run off. Who knows? So I just get the toe of that boot, and I'm going to try to pull on his mane and just a little bit of that saddle, and just get right over the center, and I'm going to sit down easy. Again, this is the fifth ride. Here. Look how I got my hand. See if I can get him to. Here's the first thing I do. Whoa, easy now. As I round the horse out, watch me bumping with my feet and I got him bent. I'm going to try to take the brace out of that horse. I'm not using this is the first time I should have took my spurs off. I've been riding other horses, but I'm not using my spurs. I'm just bumping with my legs. Take that brace out of him. Take that brace out of him. Watch, I'm going to round him out the other way. Take your time. Watch, he has to follow that. See, I just kind of vibrate that rein, bring it around and bump with my feet. Bring it around and bump with my feet. Never a steady pull. I'm not going to steady pull. I might hold, but I'm not pulling. Ooh, that feels good. Good. I'm going to round him out. I'm going to what? Bend him to engage those feet. And this is the best way to send them. Quit kicking them. They won't understand that as much as that right there. Watch how I use my night latch. Man, don't let your pride get in the way. Here. There. Oh, he got a little hump in his back. Good. I'm ready though. I'm not saying I couldn't get bucked off. Sure I could. See, his ears are back. He might need to buck. I better be ready. Good. Good. He's a little troubled there. I'm just going to go with him and try not to pull on him. If you pull on him, sometimes that's like throwing gasoline on a fire. Just go with him. Go with him. Good. 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 Just go with him. Nice loose rein. Stay in the middle. Don't lean. Easy now. Hear me talking? Easy. Easy. Let him find his way. Now watch him bend him. Whoa. Boom. See how I bent him to disengage him? That time I just went with him. He kind of needed to go. I'm ready. If I was going to pet this horse back here, I'm going to put this hand on the saddle horn. So if he goes, I'll try to go with him. Switch it up. Put this hand here and reach back here. And I'm stopping, letting him think now. Let him think a little bit. Let him relax. Don't run it all together or it becomes a blur. Good boy. Bend him to start him to engage those feet. I'm going to just send him now. Send him. Working one rein at a time. He wants to run, and my instinct's to pull, but if I pull on him, I might scare him. I'm trying to just go with him. Easy now. Easy. 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 Look at him find his way. And that was kind of hard not to pull. My instinct said pull. But if I just go, pretty soon he's going to find he doesn't need to go. And I'm going to see if we get a change in a minute where he can slow things down. I'm trying not to pull on this horse right now. Just not slowing down, just directing. Just guide him. Just go with him here. Let him find that everything's okay. I'm putting that stop. Let's try it again. Here we go. One rein technique. That's better. Easy now. Easy. Better. Better. Good. Now I'm going to try to guide him across the middle. Left rein. Now right rein. One rein at a time. Now right rein. Good. Boy, he wanted to stop there. I like it. Here, I'm going to send him to go. Need to go. Go. Go with that horse. Yeah, it feels soft. Doesn't feel so tight in such a hurry now. I'm not saying he won't get there, but that's pretty. That feels better to me now. Across the middle. To the left. Good. Beautiful. Better. I'm kind of posting now. To the left. Good. Almost going to find a stop now. To the right. See how soft that got? Look at those loose reins. Good boy. Watch me bend this horse to a stop. Watch. Ooh. I'm holding for one step back. I don't know if he'll make it, but if I just with a gentle hold. There. You see that? tiny little steps, I'll accept that today. I think I'm just going to pet him, step off. You're such a good boy. You're going to be not a good horse, you're going to be a great horse. Hey, I hope you learned as much as I did, because that's the best teacher there is. Hey, keep thinking, keep riding smart, ride like a champion, be humble and kind, and be good to your horse.